What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chop Shop. We're back on the... Oh my god. We're hearing your computer. You gotta mute that. What? No, we can hear... Please? No? Check, check, check. Oh, it's in either. Okay. Yeah, cool. Well, we're back on the 9th floor. We're doing some construction downstairs. I don't know if anybody's peeked in there, but looking cool. They got like a little stage going now. Like every time I come in here, there's something brand new that's awesome looking, and I'm excited to mess with it and do Chop Shop with a cool stage. And we got real CDJs now. We're not up here yet, but coming soon we'll have like full DJ setup for these events and probably for like everything else we do. So yeah, today is just kind of a solo Chop Shop because I'm we're doing a remix of my track. What's up, Thomas? We're doing a remix of my track, and also people are just traveling, so I just figured it'd be easier if we put out a sample that I have like full control of and don't need anybody else to co-host with me. I wasn't expecting so many submissions. I thought, you know, we dropped this pretty quickly. I think maybe you guys had like 9 days, maybe 9 or 10 days to do this, and we got like almost 20 submissions. So like that's a testament to you guys being really quick. And also just like Chop Shop becoming a thing that like people are like waiting for the sample, and proud of you guys for all doing it so fast and you know, spreading the word so that like even on like a quick turnaround you guys still did it really fast. So nice work. I haven't heard any of these, so I'm excited to hear them. I waited till today. I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to have a gin and tonic in my hand when I listened to them. So yeah. Cool. So yeah, the story of this track, it's called Zombie Part 1, and I just put out an album last week called Beats for Days Volume 3. So lots of parts and volumes, but yeah, the track itself was a sample. Oh shit, we got a class next door. It was basically like this opportunity I got for like a licensing thing, like to make a track for this club scene in a movie, and it's supposed to be in France, but they wanted like a North African, like specifically North African sample, like to be flipped. Not this sample specifically, but just something like North African sample related. So I luckily found a dope sample pack from that region on Splice, so should be royalty free hopefully. And yeah, like I didn't end up, the original reason I did it, like that club scene like didn't work out, but then like months later they like this other opportunity came up where they basically licensed that song Zombie whatever. It didn't have a name at the time, but it was just called North African Club Scene. They licensed that song for like this video game tournament, which was big enough like of a tournament to like need to license a song. So basically I got pressured by like my distributor people to put it out, like actually put it out, just because they were like, oh, it's gonna be in this tournament and you should just have it like actually out. So I was kind of like, you know, this doesn't really feel like a Great Dane beat. It's kind of just like a slow kind of plodding, you know, it doesn't feel like a trap beat or like a bass scene kind of thing, but I was like proud of it enough that I put it out. But I told them like, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to call it like part 1 because I'm going to like flip this again and like trap it out. So that's what I did on the Beats for Days album. I made like a part 2, way more trappy, way more Great Dane-y. So yeah, and now I'm stoked to hear like all of your guys' tracks, like part 3, part 4, part 5. And like, I'm down to like maybe pick a couple of these and put them out if anybody's interested. You know, I don't want to like promise that, but I just feel like with 20 submissions, there's going to be some fire in here. So yeah. Yeah, so that's the whole story of this track. And I have no idea what they're saying, so I literally just picked the word zombie because I was like, that's kind of neutral and like it kind of seems like a vibe that matches this energy. Maybe someday someone will tell me what she's saying and it's like just totally nothing to do with, probably nothing to do with the zombie, and I'll look like an idiot, but no one's called me out yet, so we're good. Okay, cool. Let's get to it. This first track is by, I'm going in order. I've always gone in order of when people submit. So our first submission, like the day after we dropped the samples, was from Thomas. So let's get to it. T Soul Beats. I'm going to pull this up on the screen here. Hopefully the video. Zombie chat. All right, give it up for T Soul Beats. Yeah, it's super dope, dude. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love it. I think like, in the realm of basically like making beats for like licensing opportunities, I feel like you'd actually be really good at that. I feel like your stuff is like very polished and clean, like hip hop beats that are like stuff you would hear in like a commercial. You know what I mean? So I think like this falls into that category. And also like as far as the remix competition goes, like you kind of you did your own thing. You weren't like just, you know, putting the vocals on top of a different beat. You were actually kind of just using them as like an intro and an outro, and then you kind of put them in the middle in like a very unique, different way that was more like abstract. So I really liked it, man. I think you did a good job. It's dope. Give it up. Up next, we got the second person to submit, which is pretty fast, and he's a two-time champion of Chop Shop. We got Leaf Boy up in that building. Let's your SoundCloud link for some reason isn't working, so I'm gonna check on your backup link here. See, that's why the backup link is important. Yeah. Shout out to Team Supreme for teaching us all the mistakes that, basically skipping all the mistakes that we made in Team Supreme. All right, let's go. Leaf Boy. Nice. You see why he wins so many of these, right? That's so good. Yeah, amazing work. Yeah, Alec, you know, for everyone else here, Alec was a one-year student here. He's my mentee. I'm very proud of Alec, and it's nice to hear your progression, man. I feel like now that you've like graduated, like you're still grinding, because like you're leveling up still. I can hear it. Like you're getting into like Cashmere Cat territory, or like what's his name, like Lido. Like you know Lido. You should check out Lido because you kind of sound like Lido. Yeah, really really clean. Very very good work at like the juxtaposition of really dry sounds to really wet sounds, like those kind of like throws, like kind of in between the sections were just like like full of reverb and stuff, and then like the beat being like so dry, like that just shows a lot of skill with like the like just the production value of like knowing how to like flex your song like that. So yeah, awesome work, dude. And the way you flip the sample is really cool too. Just like it's in there, but it's a whole new melody, you know. It's awesome. All right, up next we got the OG. I think Bill has, this is Zeno Pus. I think he's submitted to every single Chop Shop. So shout out to Bill. I think he doesn't live in New York, right? So he's always on the stream. Shout out to Bill. Let's check it out. Zeno Pus. Let's go. Skip ahead a little bit. I don't want to cut it off because it's so good, but you know, we got the 1 minute rule. So yeah, give it up for Zeno Pus. Excellent work, excellent work. I think at the beginning I was kind of like, where's the sample? But then the more I listen, it's kind of like everywhere. Like that percussive loop is like fully in there for most of it. And then as you keep listening, like the vocals come in. Sounded like you were just having a blast, like you were just like enjoying making music. And I always tell like students, like if you can hear that the person making it enjoyed making it, that's so much more enjoyable for the person listening to it, right? So yeah, I thought it was great, man. Like this is super super pretty. You've come a long way. I've heard you produce for like, I've heard your production like you know, for like 3 years now. I've heard you get better as a producer, and it shows, you know. Like this is great. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I wish like maybe I could turn this one a little bit so I can like fully hear the mix. Oh yeah, let's do headphones. I'll just kind of check on headphones. But yeah, I'm hearing this basically from behind the speakers, but you know, I can kind of tell. Yeah, super good work, Bill and Zeno Pus. Let's keep it going here. Let's go. Sorry, I have to think about how to rank this. I'm doing like 1 through 5, so I got to be like, you know, point something because it's hard to do like a hard number. Okay, Up next, we got Kane Mathys. And also, if you're in the building and I say your name, like, let me know, because that's awesome. Oh, Kane's in the building. Let's go. Kane Mathys. Let's check it out. Oh, snap. Let's go. Sorry. Hold on. I'll restart it. Give you a proper start. Yo. Amazing work, man. You said you were at Dubspot before, or cool. Yeah. I mean, this is incredible, man. I think if you would have been the one who did the first submission for the thing, you would have got the movie, because this is a North African club scene right here. Like, this is like so good, so clean, like, and it's also like very useful, because like this is the kind of thing that like is club ready, you know what I mean? Like that bass and like the sub is just so perfectly mixed in, where it's like it still has that kind of like world sound thing on top, but on the bottom it's like just clean 808s, or like, you know, sub whatever you're doing on the sub. And also just like, I don't know, do you play this instrument, or are you is that in there, or is that has what? Okay. Yeah, perfect blend of like electronic and like organic. Very, very, very good. Probably my favorite one so far. So yeah, good work, dude. Good work. Yeah, awesome. It's also like proof of like branding. I know like this is probably just like your picture on SoundCloud, but like if the picture was just like, you know, a black screen that said Chop Shop, you're like, oh, this is pretty cool. But like seeing this, I'm like, oh, this guy is like serious. Like this is, I mean, I could still tell that it's really, really good, but seeing this, I'm like, okay, he's probably like a better musician than me, because like I don't even know what that is. Like, yeah, it's a scarf too. it's the color tone too. It's very like muted colors. All right, nice work. All right, up next we got Idea Marcos. Is Idea Marcos in the building? Hey, what's up? Let's go. Oh, nice. I like this. See, that's cool too. That's awesome. That's a play on my logo. That's I have that tattooed. This logo. Cool. And the zombie. Yeah. Let's get to it. Yeah, super cool, man. Really, really good idea. I think it's like a really smart, like it's a very fun, different, chopped up version of the song, which I think is great. Like, I think I would love to see you like double down on this idea and like have, you know, more elements that maybe go with each chop. You know what I mean? Like, like there was somebody that came and talked at the school. It was maybe like, is there a DJ named Memba? Is that who it is? Or maybe it was like a pretty big artist, and they came and maybe it was Alec who told me that. Like, I didn't even see them talk, but they talked to the school, and then one of my like students told me what they said, and I thought it was so brilliant. It was like, if you, it's so simple, but like if you have multiple things, or like having everything do the same thing at once, it's so powerful. You know what I mean? Like if like there's a theme of like da da da, instead of just the vocal doing that, like having like multiple things. Maybe the drums chop up at that moment, or you know, if you have a bass line that like does that pattern, like boom boom, like on the pattern of what you're doing. Because if it's just one thing, yeah, it's like that's a great idea. It's just like production wise, I feel like I would want it to go like further and have like lots of things. But yeah, I mean, playing them on the headphones, this is the first one I've heard with headphones. It's kind of unfair, but like I was jamming. It was a nice mix. Like I could see myself just like vibing to this in the club. So yeah, pretty good mix and like pretty good idea. I think I just want to see you like double down on all this stuff, you know? So yeah, it's really cool. Give it up for Idea Marcos. Is your name Marcos? Nice. For Marcos. Extra points for the sick art. Yeah, I think, yeah, like I said, like the idea is perfect. It's really good. It's like, it's more like that surgeon, like OCD level of like, do exactly what you did, but like as like a severe like OCD person. You know what I mean? Like carve off every little silent moment and like maybe have a like chord or a bass line or something that like also chops like that. Cause then it doesn't feel like you're just jam. Like this feels like a good jam. It's like a good jam sesh, right? And I kind of like put that in a separate category than like, you know, like a very meticulously like produced song. So yeah. Cool. Speaking of that, we got Miso up next, and I'm assuming it's going to be very meticulous because I've heard he's another former champion of Chop Shop. He's won first place before, and I guess this is a good time to announce we're going to use one of Miso's tracks for the next Chop Shop. So shout out to Miso. He's in the building. What's your real name again? Sorry. Makaya. Awesome producer. Met him through Chop Shop, and I haven't heard his beat for this one, but he's gonna he's gonna give us stems for next time. So, all right, let's check it out. Nice. You think Alden will be mad if we tell him to like turn that down? Yeah, it's kind of hard because there's like bass over there, which I'm sorry about, but I could hear the real version of it. Yeah, awesome work, dude. Very like maximalist for sure, like lots and lots going on. But you totally remind me of like my roots from like the LA beat scene. Like it's very like Fly Low, Sam I Am, like John Wayne. Just like you clearly like anything you're doing that's chaotic. I feel like you're doing on purpose. You know what I mean? That's good. There's some really pretty like harmonic stuff in the middle too. And that just goes into like beat world, but dude, they're so loud. I'm gonna tell Thomas, have him turn it down. Yeah, super good work, dude. This is great. Stoked to hear the track you're gonna give us for the stems. Maybe we can play it for everybody later if you have a sample of it. But dude, I didn't even know those speakers went that loud. Okay, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna ask Thomas what the situation. Thomas, are you over there? I just don't want him to be scared of Alden. I'm going to text Alden. I mean, when people tell me to turn my shit down in class, I'm like, come on. But I think it's Alden's class. All right. I texted him too. All right, cool. Excellent work, man. All right, let's keep it going here. We got Ruha. Ruha, you in the building? RUHAO. Ruha. Let's check it out. First dubstep attempt. That's what it's called. What do you say? Is that Alden? Oh, they're just rehearsing. Okay. Oh, because it's the live performance stuff? Okay. That makes sense. All right. Let's go with Ruha. It's called User 111, but on here it says Ruha, so we'll call him that. That was amazing. Ruha, RUHAO. I mean, yeah, like some of the nastiest, like some of these moments, it's just like it felt like it kept devolving into like just like how crazy can it get. I mean, that was I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. That was so crazy. Like this part right here is like He's just, I mean, it's just like, yeah, it's like a madman, basically. It's so cool. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, I could say, like, it's like I said, it's like hearing someone who's having fun, hearing someone who's very into what they're doing, and like, you know, I could be like, well, you could clean up this, you know, mix or whatever, but like, you know, I'm just in awe of like the creativity, and like it makes me like remember like how much fun I used to have making crazy shit, like not like this, but like just it's really well done. Actually, it's pretty next level. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of shook by this one. So, good work, Ruha. All right, cool. We got. I heard you say it earlier. Someone try to say it right. Le Grand Phoenix, or did I say it right? Le Grand Phoenix. All right, you said it better than me. Yeah, what's up? Okay, I'll start from the beginning and then I'll kind of like jump to 145. Yeah, nothing against like the 4-minute ones, but like, you know, just when there's a lot of people, I gotta like kind of move. But looks sick. Love the picture. Marty like enjoying it just before it even starts. All right, let's go. Nice. Good work. Yo. So, yeah, I mean, this is sick. I think this totally feels like someone that DJs. You know what I mean? It's like this is made for DJs. It's, I mean, in every aspect because it's like very well, like the sound curation is really nice and it feels like a very specific type of club that I would be in. Is this kind of like your genre of like what you play and what you make and stuff? Yeah, it's awesome. Like, and like even the 4-minute thing, like that's kind of short for this genre, right? Like that's like, I mean, these are like long, kind of just extended mixes. But yeah, I think it's cool, man. I think it's like, it's kind of like placing the vocal on top of a different vibe, which is like sometimes with this competition, I tell people like just try to do something fully different. But you know, with this vocal, it's like I'm down to hear like stuff like this where you just kind of like take the like chop, because I feel like that's a really nice little like 16 bar high voice, low voice kind of choppy thing, and try it in a different genre, which is kind of what you did here. Yeah, I like it a lot. This is dope. Anything like you want to tell us about it, or or about yourself? I haven't met you before, but oh wow. Oh, sick. Hell yeah. Nice. No, yeah. I mean, for 3 months is incredible, man. I mean, it's nice when DJs learn how to produce because it's like you have such a head start because you understand like phrasing and you know how everything kind of needs to move and like predictable, but like not predictable, but like ways that are like people can dance to, right? So it's not like fully just like what's happening. It's like it's kind of the opposite of the last track, right? But like I think they both have value. Like this is like more of a classic club track that you can just press play and like vibe out to for 4 minutes. And the last track, the Ruha track, was more like an experiment on my brain, which is like both are cool, you know. So yeah, I think it's great, man. Keep going. This is dope. Maybe mix wise, like knowing that you've only producing for 3 months, like there's probably some mix things we can work on. I'm hesitant to critique mixes in this room because, like I said, these are backwards. I'm not that familiar with these headphones, so I'm like, it sounds pretty good. So it's just like looking at the SoundCloud thing. It's like I'm a little bit like, why is this one section louder? But even the SoundCloud visualizer is like sometimes super wrong. So yeah, I mean, for my production stuff, I'm always trying to say like the kick and the bass should be very consistent and kind of like one volume. So maybe that's a sign that they're not, with this like one thing being like a lot louder. But like I said, SoundCloud is hit or miss. Mm. Okay, so you're kind of dealing with like technical difficulty. It's fine, dude. I mean, for 3 months is incredible. So yeah, great work, dude. Cool. Let's keep it going here. We got Ed Chang. Is Ed Chang in the building? Hey, Ed's in the building. I'm gonna play it super loud so we don't listen to this next door. Yeah, sorry about that. Like, they're doing construction downstairs right now, and these guys, Alden is a really dope teacher here, and he teaches the live performance class. So then they all do like a big live performance at the end of the year, and I guess it's tomorrow, so they're practicing. He's aware of us. He knows he needs to keep it down a little. He said, "Is this better?" A little bit. Hold on. I'm just telling him like it won't be that much longer if you can just like chill for a second. All right. Cool. Ed Chang. Let's get to Ed Chang here. I think it's going to be on a Dropbox link because I don't think, for some reason, I don't know, sometimes SoundCloud glitches out, so that's why we do the backup link request. But hey. Is that you on guitar? Yes. That's That's awesome, dude. I was hoping you would say yes, because I'm like, that's gotta be like original guitar. Really, really good, man. Sorry, I'm like just making sure I don't forget to. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like, which is like a guitar guy who's learning production, right? So production-wise, like if you were in my class, what I would tell you is like, you know, simplify it. You know what I mean? I think like over here, like the ending gets really simple, and that's when I'm like, oh, this is like really good, right? And then the first part, like you're kind of showing off your chops, which is dope, but you need to like, as a producer, you have to kind of like Martin Scorsese your own movie. So it's like, if you're gonna show off your chops, give us like a huge like lead into that and be like, here's the solo portion of the song. You know what I mean? As opposed to kind of just like, it just kind of starts, right? Like, okay, we're just gonna jam now, right? Like, I think, let me just show you what I mean. Like, yeah, so, yeah, and I think, let me just show you, like, this is my favorite part right here. Because it's simple. It's really, really, it's almost like Lego blocks, you know what I mean? And over here is like more like watching a live guitarist, right? But I don't know you, right? So if I press play on this song, I'm just kind of explaining it how I would explain it to like a production class, right? Like what I would do is put this first, literally give me the Lego blocks, give me like the literal tiny, like lead me along the path, and then hit me with the solo, right? Because let's see how it actually starts. I'm just kind of like giving you my like real-time reaction. This is great. I love this too. So that's like kind of the vocal on top of guitar, and it's like, it's a reminiscent of this, but not as clean, right? This is more of like an A-B. You're like vocal, guitar, vocal, guitar. And over here, it's really clean. And what I might even posit to you is maybe you wrote this in this order, right? You came up with that part first, then you came up with that part, and then you came up with that part, right? So the being a like, the next level of production is doing like, realizing like, hey, that's the best part, and put it at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care which order you thought of it. You got to present it to me in the way that's the most palatable and the most like entertaining, right? Because by the end, I'm like, oh, this guy's fucking good, right? At the beginning, I'm like, okay, he's getting there. We're getting somewhere, right? So that's my advice. Just like put this first and then do all the other stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly, yeah, and it's so easy because you have all the musical skills. Like that's the part that's easy for you. That's hard for like a million people because you come from a background of guitar, right? So a lot of people come to production from a background of either like nothing or like no musical background, or DJing, which is which is really helpful because you don't understand phrasing. But even like a DJ might not understand like a major key or a minor key, right? Or like some, it's simple stuff like that where like I can totally hear your musicality. Like you literally played a guitar solo in the middle of your song. Like that's very impressive. So now it's just about that simple step of like, like I said, being like the executive producer of your track, like being like the Scorsese, right? Like you get to decide what comes first. You totally have the power, right? Until you click export, it's still only in your mind. I've never heard it. You know what I mean? So you can totally swap that. And like, that's my advice, is just like pick the best stuff, like whatever's the best moment, and try to get us like, show me that first. And even if you want to like tease it, like you don't have to show me the whole thing, but like tease it a little bit. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be really good. And then go to your guitar solo. You know what I mean? I would say it's more like, the guitar solo part. Yeah. If it was up to me, you'd go like this. So do this. earned my trust. Like, this is really good. Let's listen to this guy shred. The first part is more like chaotic. It's not quite that. And the beat is cool. Like off the top, I like the beat, but it also could be a loop, and I don't know. So it's either like an amazing beat or it's a splice loop. And once I have to kind of listen to like see which way it's gonna go. You know what I mean? All right. So yeah, I said my piece. I'm just giving you all this because I really liked it. Like I just want to show you like here's what I would do. You know. And now it's feeling like a class, but that's okay. Okay, chocolate cake. Chocolate cake. I know Katherine, you're in the building, right? Yeah, what's up? Let's check it out. Oh, I think we gotta use the backup link. Sorry. For some reason, yeah, sometimes SoundCloud just doesn't work. Oh, you only gave me 2 SoundCloud links. Katherine, can you figure out how to fix this while we go to someone else? This is what your link is giving me. And then your backup link is just another SoundCloud link, which is the same probably. So maybe you can log into SoundCloud from your phone, or yeah, like figure out a way to give me this. Maybe ask Thomas, there might be like a backup computer where you can like maybe you made it private, but then you didn't. Yeah, you have to go down to the bottom and say like share private link instead of. Okay. So maybe someone can help Katherine out. I think maybe Thomas is around here somewhere. But I'll try to come back to you, Katherine. Okay. Clara Casey up next. You said you might have the same problem. Oh yeah, but you have a backup link, which is good. Did you send me the art? Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, art is super important. Let's come back to Clara as well, and then I'll say my whole speech about Clara, because Clara is also super dope. Okay, cool. Let's go over to Brain Fog. Brain Fog's always coming with the heat. Is Brain Fog in the building? Yes, you are. Let's go. The art is crazy. All right. Love the dog bark at the end. Yeah, super nice, man. Yeah, this is really cool. It's a nice flip, like really creative use of all the samples. Not trying to just, put the vocals on top of a different beat, but just like actually just having fun and like playing in the sandbox of like these samples. So really, really good work, dude. Yeah, I mean. Like I said, I'm hesitant to critique mixes in here, but like just on the headphones, like it's a little bright. Like maybe the top end could just get like a little chilled out, but yeah, I like it a lot. It's dope. I think it's the first one I've really heard the like, huh, like that sample, which I love. Yeah, good work, dude. All right, cool. Up next we got Michelle. Michelle in here. I think Michelle might have like a bigger DJ name than just Michelle. Michelle GG. This is her name on SoundCloud. But she always puts Michelle as her artist name, so maybe it's just Michelle. All right, let's get to it. Nice. Yeah. Nice work. Michelle, you're not in here, right, Michelle? I think Michelle usually has class at the time of this, so she might be in like a class or something. But yeah, good work. I think from what I remember from last time, I think she's pretty new to production. I think like there's a lot of cool beat stuff happening in here. I think like mix-wise, it's like really quiet. Like maybe if Michelle's watching, it's really quiet. I had to crank this up louder than anyone else's track. So maybe if I can look at your project, I could help you figure out what's happening there. Sometimes people just have their entire master just like at like -10. They export it like that. It's like, I don't know why people did. Just at least go to 0. like if it's like peaking like crazy, like maybe like, I mean, I could give you a million ways to like fix your mixes, but if you're just doing -10 as your master output for no reason, don't do that. Like there's no reason to do that. So maybe that's it. But yeah, the cool beat stuff happening. I think, you know, like there's like a chord thing happening that's like pretty different than the melodic elements of the vocal, which, you know, I've talked many times about with like other chop shops where it's like going out of key is kind of like a huge like initial like, okay, you're either doing this really, really intelligently and really like you're going to blow my mind with some jazz, you know, mastery, or it's just a mistake. So yeah, this one felt a little bit closer like the mistake side, or just like kind of like maybe not interesting enough that I was like, this is a jazz masterpiece. So yeah, but I mean, like I said, the beat part of it was really cool, and I think like there's a lot of room for growth on just like the harmony parts of it. Yeah, good stuff. All right, cool. Let's go on to Boyfriend at the Time. I think we got Boyfriend at the Time in the building. Where'd that name come from? Okay, I like it. That's a really good name. It's like, I could see that just being like a headliner, like Coachella act, you know? There you go. Love the art. You said the rest is what? Oh, accident. Okay, cool. We can stop it before then. Sometimes the accidents are cool though at the end. Nice. Yeah, I do that all the time. Like the little like trail at the end will be something that's like from the project that was like an idea, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, that's really good, and then you put it in the song. But yeah, cool. This is nice. I was gonna say something about the harmony parts of it, of like the like maybe the out of key thing, but then I was kind of hearing it and I was like, it's just a different contextualization of it, kind of like your like root note is different than my root note, but I don't think it's necessarily wrong. It's like you're kind of changing like maybe it's like the relative major or something. And then like the like it kind of feels more happy, you know. It's cool. Yeah, I like it. I think the more I listened, the more it grew on me. And nice, like the way you like branded it too, like dance punk edit, you know, like just calling it what it is. And it's like, oh, this is a dance punk edit. I like that. Yeah, good work. Yeah, cool. All right, we got 2 more. Well, 4 more if we get once we get Clara's and Katherine's. But first, we got these last 2 here before we go back to them. Chef B. Got Chef B in the building. No? Okay. Chef B, maybe they're on the stream. Chef B is submitted to a few of these. Love the art. Part B. Nice. Oh, because it's Chef B, I guess. Nice. Good work. Yeah, I think some of the stuff I would say is similar to what I said to Ed Chang, which is like maybe like the ending, it just kept getting better. I feel like maybe the end stuff was kind of the most tight musical ideas in the song. And by then I was like, okay, this is a vibe. But yeah, like songs are interesting because it's like, it's really important where you put first. And I think this is kind of my favorite part at the end. Let me play it again here. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. I think it's tough because sometimes the best thing in your song might be like the most stripped down, like least happening part of it. You know, like I just like the end was like ba ba dun 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 dun, and like I see why like that's almost like the outro, but I would argue it's kind of like the best part. It's just like the most like actually a groovy part where I don't feel like I'm trying to like hear everything from the original. Like I don't care about the original. I already made it. It's already there, right? So like I just want to hear like something, some sort of flip. And I think, you know, with these remixes competitions also, it's like you have to kind of cater to like who's like judging them, right? Because like for me, I think if I ever do another sample of like my songs, I would err on the side of simplicity, right? Just like be simple, because I think like simplicity speaks to people. Like I've put out hundreds of songs in my artist career, and like the ones that pop off are very, very simple. So the more music you release, the more you'll see like the results and be like, okay, I'm doing too much, you know, just go do less. And there's a lot of really, really good stuff in here. I just would want to boil it down to like the essentials of what's happening. Yeah, but awesome work. Definitely feels like a fun flip of it for sure. Like the groove is there. I'm just critiquing it on like a pretty like high level because I like it so much. I want to like tell you what to do so I can like help you finish it. Yeah, super, super good. All right, cool. We got Queen Regine up next. Queen Regine in the building. Let's go. Ooh, love the art. All right, let's go. Sorry. Oh, that's Katherine. Cool. Nice. Yeah, so I could see you're taking the advice of like the vocal came in and then it went out, right? So that's something we've talked about in your previous submissions, like making sure that like you don't do something too often, right? If you just kind of hit me over the head with the vocal for 3 minutes, I don't want to hear it anymore, right? So it's good. Like I can hear the phrasing of like you're kind of bringing that in. I think there's still warping issues of like getting that vocal onto the beat, but sometimes like because you're still learning that stuff, like I know you're still kind of like learning production stuff, like you're actually doing kind of cool stuff maybe on accident, like that because you put that on the downbeat, like like 1 2 3, and in the real song it's 1 no, and I thought that was cool. Like I think even if it was an accident, I like it. Like that's the part I would keep. Like it's a really cool flip of the original. Like actually surprised no one else did that. Like it's really, really smart. Just instead of it being like 1 it's which is really different and really cool. So like the only reason I think it might have been an accident is because a lot of the other elements were kind of just kind of placed on top in like less than warped like beat wise ways. So yeah, that's the skill of getting better as a producer, is like latching on to the things you're doing well, like just catching that, being like, okay, this is cool, what do we do to add to this, right? Instead of just kind of like throwing stuff and like not knowing which things are like really, but like even with that said, like you're still taking my advice and like phrasing it out a little bit, so like the song is already more interesting because you brought things in and brought them out, right? Instead of just hitting me over the head with everything over and over and over, you still had some better phrasing than your previous one. So yeah, I hear the improvement. Yeah. So yeah, I would just go deep, do a deep dive on like YouTube Ableton warping, right? Just really understand. Like, I mean, I teach that in my classes. Like I spend so much time on it because, and I actually give you guys credit, everybody that submitted, like this is probably the best group of submissions that like, that wasn't really an issue. Like most people were pretty locked in with like, here's how the voice or the beats like sit into this rhythm. And you'd be surprised. It's tough. People can make really cool beats and then like for some reason like can't warp correctly. So I give you guys props for, everyone did a really good job. So yeah, just go deep on like a warping binge, and yeah, I think you'll get like, it'll make more sense. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's go back, and I think I got Catherine's track here. She sent me an email. And I'll end with Clara's here after Catherine's. Catherine's works. That's good. Love the art.
Of two atoms varies with distance, according to the interplay of the attractive and repulsive forces between them. According to the interplay of the attractive and repulsive forces between them.
Nice work. Yeah, definitely. Like lots of good stuff happening here. I think like similar, like this is maybe the third track where I'll give the same critique of like the best stuff was at the end. Like this part was probably my favorite.
And repulsive.
Maybe like a little bit of like better mixing. Like if we could get all those things to kind of sit a little bit better, like big kick, and then the bass kind of right underneath it, and then the hook. But like that's the most locked in part of it, I think, like that section. So yeah, put it at the front. You know what I mean? Like just hit me over the head with like your best thing, even if it's like a tease, and then you can take it away and then bring it back and take it away, bring it back. Because by here I'm like, okay, this is nice, and then I think I see a glimmer of like a trap lord in here with that big siren. Like, it's like okay, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, definitely some cool sound choices, some good warping. I think the warping's really good. Like you got all the stuff on the beat. Yeah, just phrasing, just getting like realizing that this is the best part. I mean, obviously I'm biased, but
According to the inner
the vocal thing is cool. Like having like some random vocal is always a fun move in like electronic music. But it's not gonna hook me as much as like the actual music part. So like if you do this first, then do that, I'm like, okay, cool. I love that vocal. But like, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Just maybe flip flop the order of things, maybe. Yeah, good stuff. I like it. All right, last but not least, we got Clara Casey. Hopefully this link, let's see if it works. I got the Dropbox, and then let me search for you on. Is it the same link? It should work. Yeah, it's gonna work. Yeah, so full circle moment. This is our 6th Chop Shop, so that means we've done it for 6 months in a row. And the first Chop Shop ever was also my track with Clara Casey. So if you guys were here for that one, you might remember her. She was the vocalist on the first Chop Shop sample, which was my track Quietly, or our track Quietly, her track Quietly, that I basically remixed. And yeah, it's amazing that you submitted a beat, and like I'm stoked to hear it, and such a perfect like wrap up of the first 6 months of Chop Shop. So thank you guys for being part of it, and obviously we're gonna talk about who won and everything, but like really stoked to see that you're here, like kind of on the other side, just like submitting a beat. So yeah, thank you. Okay. No worries. Yeah.
What's in your head?
Okay.
In your head. What's in your head? In your head. Your head. In your head. What's in your head? In your head.
Dude, that might I was thinking like maybe that's why I called it Zombie, because like it actually works with Zombie, the Cranberry song. That'd be insane if I what? No, it's perfect. It's a perfect mashup. Really, really good idea. I always tell my classes and like students, like the idea is more important than anything, right? Like the technical skills, you're always going to be getting better at that as a producer, but a good idea goes a really long way, and this is a really good idea. Yeah, I think like production wise, you could tighten it up a little bit. Like I think your voice could be like more enveloped in like the world of the beat, you know what I mean? Like maybe some more reverb, or just like kind of putting it under, you know what I mean? Like obviously we want the voice in the front, but I feel like you just kind of want to like massage it in a little bit more. And I like that you kind of did what Queen Regine did too. You kind of flipped where the downbeat was, like like you kind of changed the structure a little bit of like where the like backbeat and the downbeat were. So I like that too. Yeah, really creative, really good idea. And also you put your voice on it too. Like that's something that I feel like people need to start, like think big, right? Like we gotta, I mean, you guys, some of you are, right? You got a live guitar solo on here, you're singing on it. Like there's no rules to this stuff. Like just, not just with this competition, but like any remix competition, like the more creative, the more personal you can make it, the more it stands out. And it's like, damn, like they really like put their heart and soul into that. So yeah, it's dope. Good work. Cool. So I'm going to just play some music for a sec, maybe go through my notes, and we'll do like, you know, first place, second place, third place. There's prizes involved. Sorry, we've been kind of slow on sending out the prizes. I've been kind of hounding them this week to send out prizes to the previous winners. But, you know, this stuff is like, you know, I'm way more into this whole exercise as an exercise, right? Like, you know, whoever wins, who cares, right? Like, this is just an excuse to have something to work on every month. And that's how I got good at production. Like, me and my OG, like, LA crew, Team Supreme, we did this exact same thing, just, you know, within our own little friend group. And, like, we all became really good at production because we just had something to work on all the time. So I hope you guys see the value in that. And thank you for kind of keeping, like, contributing and coming. And, you know, maybe after we do the prizes, we can, do you have your track that you want to play for us for the next one? Okay, cool. I'll look it up and we'll play that too, because we're going to do a Miso track next month. Like, I really have no, like, as far as what tracks we're going to sample, like, I just want to be inspired, right? Like, Miso inspired me when he, like, the track where he won first place, I'm like, dude, like, if you want to do a chop shop, like, let's do it. Like, let's use one of your tracks. Like, it's not about, you know, if someone has an album to promote or whatever, like, obviously I'm using this month to promote my album, but, like, it's really just about what's an interesting sample? What can we all just, like, work on that's, like, cool and, like, something unique that, like, we can flip these samples. So thank you for being down for that. Okay, cool. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to play some music and then we'll do the winners and then we'll party. Yeah. Yeah. Let's play the cocktail hour. Yo, Kane, you're not leaving, are you? Stick around for a second. Are you leaving? All right.
evening sun goes down, you will find me hanging out. The nightlife
What track was it?
ain't a good life, but it's my life. Many people just like me, dreaming of old used to be's. And the nightlife ain't a good
I'm gonna do the
life,
winners and then I'll do that.
but it's my life. Listen to the blues they're playing.
All right, y'all.
Listen to what the blues.
All right, everybody. We're gonna announce the winners, and then I'm gonna. Does anybody here want to DJ? By the way, I'm gonna put my stick in, but if someone else wants to DJ, like, more than welcome. Open decks. Okay, let's see. All right, in third place, the maniac Ruha, who doesn't even have a name on here. This one. I really like this one. I'll just I don't know. This one just did something to me. Like, I think super, super cool. Ruhao, Ruhao. I'm just keep spelling it because he has nothing on here that says that. Yeah, if you're on the stream, third place, excellent work. All right, give it up for Ruhao. Yeah. All right, in second place, one of the previous champions, we got Leaf Boy. Oh, shit. Hold on, we got to do the alternate link. Everyone remembers Leaf Boy's track. That's the Cashmere Cat vibes. Really, really like that one. I'm gonna just do the Dropbox. That's fine. We can do Dropbox. Dropbox links are just as valid to win the prizes. Good. Nice work, dude. Give it up for Leaf Boy. And our first place winner this month on Chop Shop is Great Kane. Great Kane Mathys. Kane, if we do a collab, we got to call it that, right? Kane Mathys. I really like this track. Excellent work. So yeah, I really like that. I love the simplicity. I love the clean production. It definitely reminds me of like kind of like old school like Diplo vibes with the drum line shit. Yeah, dude. I mean, this is like obviously it's subjective, right? But I think like the Leaf Boy one, like if I was gonna compare, it's like that's like a art piece where it's like such an interesting, beautiful piece of art. But this is like I could drop this like in front of 10,000 people, right? I could just like go crazy with it. So it's like something really valuable about that. And I really think it's clean. I get to also have the benefit of checking these out on the headphones and super clean. All the ones that won, tons of these are really clean. So I'm stoked to put out the mix. I'm a little behind on the last mix. We got to put out Chop Shop 05. If you guys don't know, we've been putting out all the mixes basically. Oops, sorry. Just show you real quick. I'm just a little late on the last one, but let's look up the 343. It's basically the only thing on the SoundCloud is the mixes, but it's basically like a mixtape of all the best ones. So like Chop Shop 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got 5 I'm a little bit late on, and then we'll do 6 and I'll put all the probably like top 10 beats on there. And you can listen back to them and kind of compare and contrast and kind of like my hope is that the SoundCloud, like enough people are invested in this where like if you get on one of these mixes, like you get followers and people like find you through that, right? Like obviously we got a long ways to go. We got 57 followers, but you know, I want to blow up the SoundCloud so that it's a resource for the students here and like even the people that aren't students who just like contribute and like want to be part of the community. So great work, everybody. Let me show you the sample for the next Chop Shop because we got Miso in the building. Miso, you want to say anything about this track? Okay. That's dope. It's cool that it was made with kind of like similar vibes to this, where it's like made in a crunch time type of thing, and now it's going to be flipped in the same kind of way. So let's check it out. Incredible, man. I'm honored you're gonna give us stems to this, right? I don't even know what those stems are gonna look like, but that's crazy. Yeah. Just try to get it as simple as you can. But like this is incredible, man. Like, are you a drummer? Did you start as a drummer? Or? Yeah, it sounds like a real like drum set for sure. Dude, like incredible. So thank you. And hopefully everyone can get the stems soon. Let's get them out soon so everyone has time to work on it. And then we'll have this, we'll do the next chop shop with this one, and hopefully we'll be on the new improved 7th floor with like the stage and everything. Thank you guys for coming, and that's basically it. I'm gonna just play Spotify shit. If anybody wants to DJ, I think I'm not gonna DJ. I'm just like, I'm pooped. But in general, this is an open deck situation. So after the chop shop, I want to turn it into like a party. Maybe I'll hop up there, but I think I'm just gonna play Spotify for now because I need to like chill for a second. But yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, for sure. Let's put up.
Amor, 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 amor,